arguing about abortion is typically not worth doing because of a form of lazy thinking that permeates abortion very explicitly, very tellingly. And this form of lazy thinking has been with humanity for a very long time. The thinking goes like this: I hold a position, and I have a reason for that position. Therefore, if anyone holds the opposite of that position, they must hold the opposite of that reason. This is lazy thinking if they do not check to make sure, and if they don't make sure that they're not being led by confirmation bias. The reason why this is fallacious bad thinking is because there's a plurality, a ton of reasons why you may hold or not hold a position, and they're ignoring all of these other reasons. And so because of that, ignoring that and their confirmation bias and just plain lazy thinking, they wrongly assume things about the people they're arguing against. And I'm telling you, this isn't in any debate. People are doing this. Any conflict, any time people are disagreeing, this is something that can creep up really hardcore. So when it comes to the abortion debate, it goes like this. Pro-choicers go like this: I hold a position that abortion should be legal, but my reason being that women have body autonomy. It's their body, their choice. They can do whatever they want with their own bodies. And it's sex. This is about sexism and feminism. So if you're against this point, you must be sexist and against feminism. So they hold the point then that therefore their reason for legalizing abortion or wanting it to be legal is body autonomy. They assume therefore that pro-lifers must hold the opposite reason. Pro-lifers must just be against body autonomy. They must just all be sexist. Not true, because it's possible to be a feminist, to be against sexism and against abortion, because there's actually there's other reasons to be against abortion. This is why I segue to the pro-life side. The pro-lifers hold the position that abortion should remain illegal in countries where it is legal, and should become legal where it is legal now. Their reason for being against the legalization of abortion is because it is homicide. To them, it's the equivalent to like killing a newborn baby. To them, it's a form of homicide and baby killing. But then the pro-lifers have a similar form of lazy thinking, because their reason for holding their position is that abortion is baby murder. That therefore pro-choicers must hold the opinion that sometimes it's okay to kill babies. And in fact, maybe pro-choicers are actually for the legalization of post-birth abortions, where you can like kill kids up until they're 3, and then they're clear. So you see what I mean? The pro-choicers believe that the pro-lifers must be all sexist and against body autonomy, while the pro-lifers think that the pro-choicers are just all baby killers. They just love killing babies all the time. But here's the problem. Here's why they're all wrong and engaging in lazy thinking. The pro-choicers don't hold the opinion that it's okay to kill babies sometimes, because pro-choicers actually typically believe that before a baby's born, it's not a baby. It's something else. And therefore, before its birth, it is not a human. Or at the very least, they're in the first and second trimester-ish area. It's not a baby yet. It's something else. Therefore, it's not baby killing if you abort early on. Therefore, it doesn't count as homicide. So they don't actually hold the opinion that homicide's okay sometimes. Pro-choicers don't have the view that baby killing's okay, because they don't think that this counts as baby killing. Whereas the pro-lifers don't necessarily hold sexist viewpoints. Some do. But they don't necessarily have to hold the opinion that women don't get to choose to do whatever they want with their own body. And in fact, pro-lifers would argue that this is not at all an example of whether or not women should be able to do with whatever they want with their body. They would hold that there is actually a second body involved here, that the embryo turned fetus counts as a second person, a second body, and therefore not the woman's body. It's a body attached to the woman's body. So this is not an example of women being able to do whatever they want with their own body, because this is somebody else's body. So that's why to them it's this abortion is like morally equivalent to killing newborn babies who were just born yesterday. So yeah, because pro-choicers are arguing about body autonomy, and pro-lifers are arguing about whether or not this counts as homicide. They are arguing about completely different things. Even though they are both arguing over the same question of whether or not abortion should be legal or illegal, even though they're arguing over the same topic in question, they are arguing about fundamentally two different things. And because they're arguing about two different things, and because they are assuming incorrectly the positions of their opponents through this lazy thinking, they get nowhere. Their arguments get nowhere, because one side's arguing about whether or not this abortion counts as homicide and killing babies, and the other side's arguing about feminism and sexism and whether or not this counts, or whether or not this is getting in the way of female body autonomy. So they're arguing about two completely different things, and they're assuming incorrectly of what the positions are of their opponents, so that it just goes nowhere. Their argument goes nowhere quick fast. So I've brought up this point in previous videos, but I just really think it's important and a real big problem that people do not do the work to find out what exactly someone else's opinion is before they attack it. I'll leave with this example. It's almost as if they halfway hear through a staticky radio broadcast what their opponents think, and then they form an entire argument against it, and then act as if they heard an incredibly clear, crystal clear message as to what their opponent's opinion is, leading to a unintentional straw man, where the straw man doesn't come from lying, but from just plain laziness.